May 23rd, 2025. Dennis John Seatsma Productions, Homestead, Florida, 11:44 a.m. Eastern Time. Was losing sleep last night about calling Powertrain Products to tell them I damaged beyond repair this starboard side head. And because I bought the extended warranty on it, Dan at Technical Support is going to ship me another head. This one I drilled too deep. I made mistake number one in that I bought new bolts for the alternator that were 1/8 of an inch too long, and they bottomed out when I torqued it, and I didn't notice that the alternator bracket wasn't tight enough, wasn't firm. I didn't notice it, or I did notice it and then forgot. But either way, she broke off the upper two bolts, and they were really stuck into the head. And then the lower bolt, 3/8 National Corse, that one came out. A little bit of it was sticking out still, and I was able. Anyway, I drilled to change the bolt size from 3/8 to 7/16, and that was fine. It would have worked if I had not drilled too deep. The thread depth, you have to measure carefully before you use new or different bolts, or when you're reassembling it, if you make a mistake swapping the wrong bolts with the accessories like this. Anyway, I only had 25mm, or about 1 inch thread depth in the head, and when I went beyond that to 27mm, that's when I hit coolant. So mistake number one was breaking off the bolts, using bolts that I didn't check the thread depth carefully enough before I installed them. And number two, drilling deeper than I should have. I knew it was 25mm, 1 inch on the lower bolt hole, so I assumed the upper were 25, but when I went to 27, I hit coolant and I got contaminated oil. So changing the oil in the filter, and they said replace with 5W30 conventional, not synthetic, but conventional motor oil. So I'm in the process of changing the filter and the oil now, and I'll run the engine just long enough to circulate the oil and make sure there's no other contamination of the new oil, and also to try to wash any moisture remaining, because any moisture in an engine turns to corrosion pretty quickly. So gotta change that oil quick after I notice the contamination, so I don't mess up the rest of the engine. Anyway, that's where we are as of right now, which is the 23rd of Friday of May 2025. Thumbs up if any of this information is useful, but I've made a couple mistakes here that are going to cost me time. Could have cost me money too, had they not been so kind to me at Powertrain Products with the extended warranty, which is why I bought the extended warranty. I thought I might need it for some reason. But besides that, the alternator bracket, I had drilled that out to 7/16, so I got to find a way to restore that back to 3/8. And I'm hoping I can find some sleeves that are commercially available. I have a guy that knows a lot about alternators and alternator brackets, so I'm going to talk to him. And there's a company out in Seattle that restores alternator brackets, so I probably could use the existing bracket drilled out from 3/8 to 7/16, but I would prefer to address this all at once. So anyway, this video is not intended to be instructional. It's intended to be entertainment or informational to fellow enthusiasts. 1994 Astrovan, Dennis Seatsma. Do-it-yourself work can result in death or injury, so it's done at your own risk. Homestead, Florida, USA. Thanks for watching.